So let's go over the patch notes that have dropped today and see what Epic 7 has in store for us. Okay, holy smokes. 3 hours. Damn. A lot of stuff, guys. A lot of stuff. First and foremost, the thing you guys are all worried about is 2025 Arena season is closing. This is regular Arena, not RTA. Arena season is closing on the 17th. Okay, so just a couple more weeks of Arena left, and then it closes. For those of you wondering about RTA, RTA should close on the 25th, but it's not been officially announced yet, and they can always change it a little bit. So those of you who are wondering how long until it resets, there you go. How long is it closing until? They close it on the 17th, and then it opens right back up on Monday. Oh, this is odd, right? There's a 4-day closure. As a result, the Arena season time Monday will be restricted until the next season. Okay, so they're closing it for 4 days. So once maintenance hits, no more Arena until Monday the 21st, then Arena will go back live. They're doing this to make the adjustments. This is the promised retooling of Arena, where they are going to put in weekly resets back in. The thing we've been asking them to put back in ever since they removed it. The thing that's going to keep people from having 25,000 Arena points. The thing that keeps people from being able to do their Skystone pushes in Arena. Thank God they finally listened and accepted the fact that maybe the tens of thousands of people that play Arena might just know better than the half dozen or so people they got coding Arena do on this. So thank goodness for small favors. That actually makes Arena perfect. Now I've got no more complaints about Arena. I've got complaints about the units in Arena, but I've got no more complaints about Arena. It's objectively better than it was in the past with this change that's coming on the 21st. Okay, PC client exclusive limited time extra discount event. You know what? These discounts are always really good, but if you want to get the best possible discount you have, save upwards of 35% on your purchases, you need to check out my sponsor, Huawei AppGallery. Huawei AppGallery is once again cooperating with Epic 7 to bring you insane discounts, 15, 18, 20, even 30% and more off of your in-game purchases when you use the AppGallery. These promotions are going to run for the next several months. You're going to find coupons and discounts and rewards, all to maximize your responsible dolphin or whale activities. Now, I have an instructional video linked in the description that will show you a step-by-step process for how to get started on these savings, how to get the AppGallery installed on your device and up and running. But if the process still confuses you or you hit a stumbling block, Huawei has invited you to their Discord server. There'll be a link to that in the description as well. And on this server, you're going to find tutorials and a helpful team of people ready to answer your questions. Huawei also runs promotions on a regular basis and also hosts giveaways, so make sure you join that Discord server. So, what's stopping you? Get in there and get those sweet, sweet deals. Okay, now that the sponsors are satisfied and you guys have saved a boatload of money on these packs, let's talk about these packs. So, PC client exclusives. After maintenance, you will get a 10% discount on selected purchases. Eligible. So these are all the packs that will have a in-game 10% discount. And remember, the nice thing about the PC client is you also don't pay sales tax if you're in the States on purchases made through the PC client. So it actually winds up being, anywhere from a 16 to 18% discount depending on where you live in the States. And also especially good for the handful of people who don't want to save 30 to 40% using my link. But hey, you do you. So that's nice. It's really nice that Smogate is incentivizing us to make purchases through their client. Maintenance notice. So guys, in case you've been living under a rock, it's the second week. There will be a maintenance tonight. They're making a lot of changes. It is scheduled to just be a 6-hour downtime maintenance, but sometimes they go long, sometimes they don't. It is what it is. But make sure you get all your stuff tonight. Collect your Heart of Orbis. Make sure you go visit Hoochie in the shop. Burn all your stamina. Whatever you need to do to get ready for maintenance. 7th anniversary special event. So what's this special event for the festivities? We are preparing a 7th anniversary festivity special event for all of our heirs who will continue to play Epic 7 this year. Please see below for more details. Event period, details. You can enter the event. Okay, so you know this is just a daily check-in login event. Got our damn Arunca. Damn! If they don't give us this skin, then there is no God. This is all there is. You've got to give us this skin. Come on, Smilegate. Take my money. So anyway, free mystics. Just make sure you log in every day to collect them. And that's it. That's the event. Free mystics for logging in every day. Okay, Argent Waves, Hwayoung, and Photogenic, Summer Photogenic, limited drop rate up. So in a separate video, I'm going to cover all about Argent Waves, Hwayoung, where I think she'll be used, how good I think she is. I'll be honest with you, she didn't need a kit. Smilegate could have released her with no kit, and I would have gone to pity. And I think you would have too. Her artifact is killer. This is an artifact I think you're going to want multiples of, even though it's only a 75% chance at plus 15. I think you want like a minimum of 2, ideally 3, maybe even 4 of this artifact. And then once you got 3 or 4 in the kitty, you start bottling it up as you go along, because it's not just good on her. It's good on so many thieves, from Rylet to Violet to BBK to just name a thief that does damage, and being able to not have to deal with Arius effects and get a 20% attack. What this is in response to, I think, is any thief that you would have put Wind Rider on probably wants this artifact, and I think it's kind of their way to monetize Wind Rider, since Wind Rider can't be put on banners and they can't really monetize it. This is a way to be like, hey, here's a better Wind Rider. Just instead of giving you stealth and a little bit more attack on the next attack, instead we're letting you ignore mitigation, which pound for pound, ignoring mitigation probably is more damage than the first and second attack combined on Wind Rider. So this is a stupid strong artifact. So look at all your Wind Rider thieves and then think about this artifact and then figure out how many you really, really want. Guys, Tropical Days special packs, more packs. Oh my God, guys, more packs. The best part of the update. Let's go. Tropical Days pack 1, 2, and just a regular tropical pack 1 and 2. Okay, so what do we got here? How many times we can buy them? First thing we look at. You can buy them both 2 times, and you can buy both of these 1 time. So we've got Tenmola, Ascension, Summon Hero, lots of tickets, Skystones. This is a new player pack. This is targeted to new players. Veterans don't care about Potions of Ascension or Awakening Elixirs. We've got the Catalysts and Stigma and Penguins to basically just say, yeah, I'll make 10 new 6-star units today, but newer players, they're hungry for making units. They're playing catch up. They haven't had 5, 6, 7 years to be leveling up all their units. So this is targeted new players. But this pack, however, 3,200 Skystones, 20 Molagor, 50 Leafs, 150 Powder. Artifacts are something whales care about, because not all of us have our artifacts maxed out. A lot of us are working on multiple artifacts. You may only need 1 Dragon Bride Senya, but you probably need 4 or 5 Holy Sacrifices. And the Transcendence currency, being able to grab yourself a bottle of knowledge, that is, I tell you what, man, most whales just say, I'm not even looking at all this stuff. This right here is $100 in my book. So yeah, this one is definitely $100, and that is a shit ton of Skystones, guys. That's $100 in Skystones. Both of these packs are really good value just based on the Skystone. I think this pack number 2 is one of the best values I've seen Smilegate put out there in a long time for a $100 pack, and I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably buy it. You can get 2 of them. It's crazy. And then the tropical packs, PC exclusive items. So these will probably be like $1 and $5. Who knows? We'll have to see. You think this will be 200? I don't know, man. They've only ever had 1 pack that was over $100, the secret hidden whale pack. I think they would take some blowback if they suddenly introduce a whole new tier of higher than $100 packs. Anyway, yeah, if you've got some cash burn a hole in your pocket, you could do way worse than these 2 packs, though I do think this one is way better for newer players. I do think it does easily have $50 worth of value in it, and this one's knocking on the door of $200 to $250 worth of value in this pack. This is a crazy, crazy good deal. And this one is not bad for $50. I just hate that it's got 2 quasi-useless things, but again, I still think this one over here is targeting newer players, and this one is targeting veteran players. And mid-game players, people have been playing for about a year, they're going to look at both. But beware, if it is 50 and 100, that's $300 worth of packs just in these 3 things. Don't spend money you don't have, guys. Always be careful with your spending in a gacha game. Get ready, go! Epic Dash begins. Oh my god, this is the big one, right? This is what's going to bring a bunch of us in. This summer, Epic Dash kicks off with a variety of events for heirs. Check out the event details below and collect the rewards we've prepared for you. So it looks like the Epic Dash is indeed starting on Monday. You know, they centered it around 7/7, right? So we're definitely starting it on Monday, and it's running all the way through August 28th. So full ass, nearly 2-month-long event. Epic Dash Pass is going to let you earn rewards. So yeah, so we're gonna have a pass. You do the things, you collect the stuff, you get the rewards. It's just like last year. Clear the missions, or just like last Epic 6 Dash Pass. That watermelon is boned. Let me see. Clear the missions. Provide a daily to earn XP rewards. You can level up your rank by completing past missions. You can purchase Epic Dash Pass ranks using Sky Stones. Don't do this, guys. You can purchase Epic Dash Pass ranks using Sky Stones. You do not have to do this. This is designed for people who aren't able to play certain days. Maybe you're going on a 2-week vacation where there's not internet and you're not going to be able to log in for 2 weeks. Maybe you started playing the game August 1st and you've got some catch up to do. It lets people kind of pay to catch back up to the rest of us. As long as you log in every day and play enough to get your daily stuff done, you should be able to complete this just fine. Don't Skystone out to get ranks quicker. Daily mission progress resets at the reset timer for each server. When 1 week switches to the next week, you'll clear the daily missions twice within the same day. The second daily mission... Oh, when 1 week switches to the next and you clear the daily missions twice within the same day, the second set of daily missions will not award you with energy. No energy hack, guys, right? We had I even made a video about it back in Epic 6 where if you did not collect the stamina on the last day, the next day would roll over, you would collect the stamina, then the rewards would refresh and you could collect the stamina again. So you could double tap the stamina once a week. Once a week, you could get an extra 200 and some odd stamina. And it was definitely gaming the system, right? Gaming the system, cheesing the system. That's what us players would call it. Smogget would call it an exploit. So they have patched the exploit. You can no longer cheese it. So just, there's no reason to not collect rewards as they show up anymore. So if anybody talks about that, or you see any videos about how to get infinite free stamina, I know Maury did one, I did one, several other creators did one. That was from last year. They've patched it for this year. Viewing the side stories does not count towards completing daily missions. Yeah, you can't do like the free, when it says, you know, do adventure side story, you actually have to do stuff that costs stamina. You can't just go in and watch non-stamina costing story-driven parts of adventure. New and returning heirs will receive a separate mission rewards. Okay, so brace for it and don't get your knickers in a twist. This isn't the first time they've done it. The things you get down here are going to be different for new players, returning players, and existing players. Hopefully it's not as brutal as last time. What happened last time is they said everybody gets up to six summon tickets. Yeah, up to 6 summon tickets. It wound up being 6 if you're a new player. It wound up being like 4 if you're a returning player, and it wound up being 2 if you're a pre-existing player. But hey, existing players, they got more gear. You know, they got some better gear. And but most of us had already planned those summons, right? I kind of have. When they said we get 6 selector tickets, I'm like, shit, yes, 6 Hwayoungs, let's go. 6 Tenebrias, triple S. So don't spend what you haven't already got. Expect this to be catered a little bit differently. They're probably going to give better gear to end game players. They're probably going to give more units to newer players because they're going to have more unit needs. Where basically 7-year players are going to be wanting to use these tickets on imprints and to level up their MLs. New players are going to want to do it because I don't have Fene yet. How can I complete this without Fene? You know, so like they actually need them. I as long as they're transparent about it, hopefully we'll get more into that. What qualifies as a new player? New/returning era criteria based on account creation date and player activity, 120 days. So if you created your account within the past 120 days from Monday, you're considered a new player. If you haven't logged into your account for 120 days plus since the 7th, then you're considered a returning player. So all of you people that are saying, is now the time to create an account or should I wait to make sure no, as long as you created your account in the past 4 months, you are considered a new player. And if you haven't played on your account, you're deciding to pick Epic 7 back up again, as long as you haven't logged into your account in the past 4 months, you'll be considered a returning player. Okay, clear weekly missions, get XP, unlocks the schedule, etc., etc. You guys all know how this works. 100 free Moonlight summons and premium summoning events. So this is the one where everybody's going to get shit tons of ML5s in your guild and show you screenshots of them, and you're going to get a bunch of 3 stars and be salty. So this is how this works. Every day you can do 5 galaxy summons, and the 5 galaxy summons starts working its way down the battle pass, and this battle pass is loaded with 4-star tickets. Remember, the red background is a 5-star guaranteed. Purple is a 4-star guaranteed. These are not selectors. They're not brightly yellow. They're not selector tickets. These are selector tickets. See how bright and yellow they are? These are just normal tickets. But so you can do 5 summons a day. So on the 4th day, you get this one. On the 8th day, you'll get this one, etc. and so forth, as long as you don't miss any days. This lasts the entire length of the event, so you don't have to do this every day. You can miss days, right? Once you get to the 100th summon, you will get a guaranteed dark 5-star, not a selector. You can't say, I'm finally getting my strays. No, you're getting a chance at strays or one of the other dark heroes. And on the 4th day, you'll get your light summon. This cannot be Tenebria, guys. Don't sit here and sandbag it until Tenebria's out thinking you can get it. That's not the way this works. You will get summons from a pool, I believe ML Peyra and earlier. Do they say here? Successor Teu, Boss Arunca, Prefect Arya. The following heroes are not available for the light and dark. So there you go. You cannot get these heroes, and of course you will not be able to get new ML5s like Tenebria when she comes out. She will also be excluded. So there you go. That's how this works. So you are guaranteed 2 5-stars, one from this ticket and one from this ticket, and you're going to have 100 summons. Galaxy summons are a 2.5% chance to be a 5-star. So mathematically, after 100 summons, you should walk away with 2.5 ML5s. I wonder who your half of an ML5 is going to be. But 2.5 ML5s plus these tickets. So if your luck is average, you will get 4.5 ML5s by the end of this event. Good luck. Otherworldly chest. It is indeed an otherworldly chest. So this is all part of the buff event, and it looks like yeah, Rift is going to have the chance to obtain the otherworldly chest for the entire run of the Dash event. That's wild. For those of you who don't understand otherworldly chests, you do so many Rift fights, and so many of these chests can drop. I think you can get up to 4 of them per week. Your little blue Oculus in the Rift lobby will turn bright red. You click on it, and it gives you a super high scoring piece of red gear. Random stats, but still really, really high gear score. So this makes Rift even better for gear if you're able to farm Rift. All-in-one buff event. So we're going to have a constant non-stop Epic Dash buff event. Looks like part 1 goes the entire week, and then there are part 2, which are special ones that happen periodically throughout the event. Additional boosts that are going to happen on certain days. So make sure you stack your buffs. And for those of you who need to get your farm on, Burning Passion packs are back. Okay, so returning in new heirs exclusive buffs. The following buffs will be applied to new and returning heirs. Remember, it's 120 days prior to the 7th is what qualifies you to be a new or returning heir. Any new returning player buffs will resume the remaining duration once the Epic Dash event concludes. Okay, so if you have got newer returning buffs going on now, those will get paralyzed and replaced with the Epic Dash buffs. And then at the end of the Epic Dash, the counter, the timer on those will resume. So that's nice. You don't have to worry about like, oh, I'm missing out on some returner stuff because this one, they're not overlapping them. They're literally pausing one and moving it to the end. So that's super nice. They're really taking care of the new and returning players. Damn. Okay, you get an additional 100 stamina today, an additional 10 quick battles per day. Just a nice little something because there's going to be all this new stuff to farm, giving you a little bit more juice to get things done. And the big one, guys, the July 3rd update. Show me what we get for the 4th of July. Okay, let's take a look at what we have in store for you this week. Update and details provided with no subject change. Okay, we talked about the summon event, 4.5, 5 stars on average. The Epic Dash Pass is going to be loaded with rewards, including selector tickets. We will do some tier lists to help you out spending those selector tickets. Otherworldly chests and rift, huge for gear, free stamina, free quick battling every day. Nice little perks you can keep your farming on. Damn! Oh, there's free mystics too. But damn! Smilegate. Make it a skin. It's printing money. New side story coming up. I just want to take one quick second to point out Ken and Auden in the background still is killing me. Where the Super Saiyan Auden is carrying the log and Ken's just hanging off the end of it. I think that's hilarious. Also, who wants to be a cat? Anybody else want to be a cat? I kind of want to be a cat right now. So, new side story is showing up.
Kept waiting. I'm here. Who's a little kid? Go and spread the word. Hwayoung, the leader of the Sura, is back in action.
Okay, Argent Way's Hwayoung and the harbinger of all evil in Orbis, Tenebria. If you don't understand how block works, check the video linked in the description. It goes into a deep dive intensive on how block works. You gotta be ready for this unit. She's going to run over the meta.
Would you like for me to unveil?
Ooh, Ahmed and Sid getting exclusive equipments. Cleaver's eating well. And Secret Art Storm Sword and Celine. Guys, if you're a relatively new player, this is a unit you want to have. It is no coincidence that they dropped Green Celine and her artifact on the eve of a meta unit that uses non-attack skills. And right after maintenance, Hwayoung is coming home. Gird your bookmarks, everybody. And then a week later on the 10th, we get Tenebria and Watcher Shuri. Woo! My wallet, it trembles. Argent Waves Hwayoung. I'm going to do an entire separate video on my thoughts on Hwayoung, but I mean, unless you're blind, I don't see any reason to not pull this unit. She doesn't even need a kit, guys. We'll discuss her in another video. Much like all brand new release limited units, they'll have a preview where you can try them out, get some free leafs. That's all nice. Her artifact, as I said, is one that I think you want to have a minimum of 2, ideally 3 or 4 copies of, and then you can start working on imprinting one of them. I think it is insanely powerful. You might say, oh, it's a whale artifact. It's got to have 100% to work. No, it has a 100% chance at plus 30 to ignore pen. It has a 75% chance not to ignore pen, to ignore damage sharing effects. at plus 15 is a 75% chance to ignore damage sharing effects. You know what is a whale artifact? What has to work, right? Benimar's Tachi or the new scam artifact. If it doesn't go off, you probably don't kill. Holy Sacrifice. If it doesn't go off, you don't come back to life. Those are must-haves. This is, it just makes your thief hit freaking harder. Okay, 75% at plus 15. 25% of the time it's not going to work. 75% of the time it's going to work, and if it doesn't work, maybe it'll work the next time you attack. It's not like a deal breaker. So while 100% would be ideal, and in certain situations that not proccing can cost you a fight, sure, you want it to be 100%. Yes, it is technically a whale artifact, but it's not one where anybody should be saying, yeah, but at plus 15, it's not even worth using. No, guys. I will take a 75% win rate any day. Yes, it's a defense stat artifact, which theoretically makes it giga nasty for Galililius, because you don't have to worry about the artifact giving her any health. Makes Galililius hit even harder. All right, let's see what else we got. Special side story, intense tropical days. Oh my god, is it intense up in here? Hwayoung gives in to Ken's efforts to convince Hwayoung gives in to Ken's efforts to convince her and formally declare Sura's summer boot camp. The five are enjoying their time swimming and fishing, soaking in the moments. If only such peaceful times could last. A sizzling summer story which unfolds at Nadalon Academy. Yay. 1 week of the special side story, Intense Tropical Days, begins with a fresh new title screen. So there's your new title screen, everybody. Damn. Speaking of cake, holy man, Smogate was really cooking with these thumbnails. So you can watch the video all about the side story, a little teaser on it. Costs 20 stamina to view the story. You can receive the rewards for viewing the story for the first time. The initial viewing rewards are only given. Players can only receive the... Okay, this is what they're talking about before, where you can't just keep rewatching the free story for your daily login rewards. You can do it. You can get your first one, but you got to actually spend stamina. Battle stages will proceed as NPC. Battle stage will not provide any drop rates. Yes, we get it. You want us to spend stamina to get the drop rates. They are giving you the background, background lobby art. That's nice. Yo, Crank, thank you for the sub, buddy. I appreciate you, man. 10 months, man. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. This is a special artifact, 4-star artifacts. This is going to be the one that gives you like a bonus friendship or XP or something. We'll look at that here in a minute. Mystery thing. So something's going here like an emote for the new unit, right? That they can't quite show us yet. I love that we're getting 88 gear. Oh, look at the emotes. And stickers. Awesome. Stickers for your profile cards. Garbage artifact or equipment reset thingies. So this is the artifact, right? The fish with the starburst. This is the artifact that you're going to get. You're going to get one from doing the story, and the rest you're going to have to farm from the Vampire Survivor minigame thingy. And the Hanged Man, and they're really like slamming into the tarot card angle, aren't they? Oh no, this is not the friendship artifact. 10% increased crit chance and a 60% chance to increase critical hit damage for 1 turn. 60% chance to give you a crit damage buff and a flat 10% crit chance. I don't know, guys. This is grants critical hit damage, so it's buff. It's giving you the buff. It's not going to exceed the crit damage cap. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan. I don't like it. Frantic Flight was significantly better than this. And it's only for 1 round. God, this is garbage, guys. It's pretty, though. Oh, look, she's holding a fish. Did you guys notice she was holding a fish? Operation Summer Boot Camp is a survival minigame where you must hold out until the time runs out, fending off waves of approaching enemies. It's Vampire Survivor, guys. I mean, it's going to be Vampire Survivor like Brawl Mode was TFT, right? It's going to be a watered-down, fun little minigame. Handful of people are going to complain saying, I don't like it because it's hard, but just let people enjoy things. Okay? Have fun with it. They did this in Raid, and it was freaking amazing. Hopefully, Smilegate knocks it out of the park, too. Leveling up your heroes, collecting XP will allow you to select additional weapon chances. You can pick which one of her skills to level up. The weapons are going to level up your skills based on the skills you have. Very, very easy and fun game. You guys are really going to enjoy it. Block is truly OP. Block places a block when moving and inflicted damage on enemies that step on them. It's a Lego. Holy shit, it's the Lego. You can strengthen your heroes using the hero exclusive coins. Acquire coins in the mid-game. Growth hero allows you to increase individual stats. Okay, so you can pick which heroes to boost up. I'm looking forward to this, guys. This will be fun. What's this? You can use the summoning currency you've acquired in the minigame to summon. Items have reached their maximum table, be no longer available. So don't freak out about this, guys. Don't be like, oh my god, I keep getting crap. I'm not going to get the good items. Where is my where's my 88 gear? I didn't want the emotes. Why do I keep getting these crappy gems? I wanted the gear. You will eventually get it. You play through the minigame, you've got enough to clean out the shop. It's going to be limited summons. You'll be able to clear out the shop. They made this to be fun. They didn't make this to be a punitive gacha that punishes you if you aren't lucky. Okay, here we are, guys. 2 new exclusive equipments. So, Ahmed, who is probably one of my favorite units to use, and I'm so glad I'm finding ways to use her again, is getting a speed EE, guys. Oh, damn. Wow. Wow. Okay, be ready for herself, the elf, to make a return for cleavers. This is going to make her giga fast. This makes 10 speed, makes my Ahmed somewhere in the neighborhood of 309 speed. Very, very, very good. What do they do? So, number 1, Zephyr increases combat radius by additional 5%. There we go. So, it's going to be a 20% CR push on her S1 instead of her 15%. Not a big deal. You don't really ever use her S1, so I think nobody gets this. Zephyr number 2, when using Zephyr, the same effect applies to the ally with the highest combat readiness except for the caster. Attacks the aim of the fan, increase combat radius to the okay, so it lets her S1 push not just her, but the highest CR unit on the team. But you're probably just going to sober and get the same effect. Touch of Hope grants increased attack greater instead of increased attack. Guys, we're going to get Gab. We've got another unit that gives greater attack buff, so a 70% attack boost instead of a 50% attack boost, I think, right? Is it 60 or 70% on greater attack buff? So, yeah, I think everybody's going to go for Touch of Hope and get greater attack buff. That is crazy, guys. Crazy. 75%? Definitely. Yeah. Ahmed is going to be a very real threat, and you're going to see just about every cleaver start build teams around her, myself included. What are we doing for Wandering Prince Sid? We're giving Sid some random effectiveness. Not sure he needed it. He already was being stacked with effectiveness, but, you know, gear score is gear score. Neutral Storyteller increases the combat radius of the caster by 20% when using Continuous Strike. Okay, so he is going from a 20% CR push to a 40% CR push. Okay, so it's not changing this to 40. It does the CR reduction and increase the combat radius to the highest except for the caster. This will change this to say and the caster. Yeah, it was just an ally before. Now it's going to be an ally and him. Okay. Natural Storyteller you amplifies the combat radius increase and combat radius decrease values. Okay, so this one is just changing it. Instead of doing 20 for himself and an ally, now you're just going to do 30 back and 30 up, which I think is probably the better of the two. That's a 60% CR differential. And Narrative Retcon decreases combat readiness of all allies by 15% when using Narrative Retcon. Bomb speed down, so it'll be a bomb, speed down, detonate bomb, and a pushback by 15%. I think if you have pulled this skill off, the fight's over. The enemy is slowed, they're stunned, they lose a turn. I don't think you also need to push them back. I think you've already done everything you can freaking do to them. I think it's the number 2 EE, and it's nice, but I'm not so sure it's going to change his usefulness. But I'm leaning towards number 2 is the best, but I'm not sure this is going to change his usability. We'll have to see. It's pretty big bonuses to his speed, or I'm sorry, it's pretty big bonuses to his CR manipulation, but it doesn't address his primary issue, which is you need to pack a secondary stripper or he is just useless into immunity, and immunity is freaking everywhere now. Exclusive equipment for New Kid Auden will finally be added to the Steel Workshop. Argent Waves Hwayoung and Soto Phonogenic. Yep, the banners are coming. Countdown to which Mir Tenebria is beginning. The countdown to the debut of Witch of the Mir Tenebria, the Witch of the Frosty Peaks, who manipulates nightmares and ridicules her victims, has begun. Log in during the countdown period, and you're going to get mystics. Holotrial's boss rotation is changing to Death Dealer Ray. Thank God, because this week is terrible. Ugh. Other adjustments and improvements. Items will be added to the shop. So for 500 Sky Stones, you can buy these. For 150 Sky Stones, you can, Jesus, 8 times. 8 times. That's what? 1,200 Sky Stones to buy out the gazes. If you want to get those exclusive equipments and you don't want to do Hall of Trials, brother. The Hoochie scam has been added. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the sucker that buys these for 1,800 Sky Stones and does it 5 times because they keep resetting the gear and it rolls worse than before? Oh my God, this is horrible. Yeah, please don't spend your Sky Stones literally on any of this. On any of this. This is just terrible. 50 times for 2,500. 2,500? 25,000 Sky Stones? For 50 Molagora? My brother in Christ, nobody buy this stuff. This is the worst thing I think I've ever seen. This is Tamacoin level bad. The only thing I would even consider is if you were just a little bit short of getting a exclusive equipment you really, really need. Remember, these are wisdom gazes, not fate gazes. These aren't going to get you the ML ones. Okay, new currency being added. Twin Librarian's bookmarks and Twin Librarian metal. So gift from Biblica when wishing for speedy growth can be used in place of Covenant bookmarks for a limited time. And from Biblio can be used in place of medals for a limited time. So I think what this is about is, remember the Espa collab where they gave us Espa bookmarks that if you saved them up enough, it was enough to get one of the units for, you know, basically for free. It gave you, it was enough to do 121 summons, right? So it's their way of being able to help you pull the unit, and these are going to be like free currency for doing things. The last time they did it, they slammed us with 4 limited units. All 4 of the Espa girls back to back to back. That was the reason they did that, was to take some of the load off of it. So my immediate knee-jerk reaction is look at the time frame. You can use these until 8/28. That's the end of the dash event. You can use these until 10/9. I don't know, guys. We'll see. We'll see. They're definitely throwing some stuff our way. A notification will now appear in the menu side story when new Moonlight Theater update is available. I'm so glad that we get more things in the notification menu. I really wish they would give us the ability to go in and uncheck things that we don't care about seeing in the notification menu, like packs going away. I'm kind of over that. Secret shop can be refreshed now. Duh, there's a red dot in my lobby. Guild Wars is getting ready to end. Good one. Like that. Let me check what I do and don't want to see in the notification center, Smilegate. Make it less intrusive into my game space. The war points recalculation formula will be adjusted so that the maximum war points can be received when there's a difference in the number of players between 2 guild wars. Top end, the top 30 guild war guilds are going to care. That's good. Some story animations will be added. Sure. The guild war fortress UI tapping button will move to the next button. Okay, great. More guild war tweaks. Part of the unique effect description stating that it is unaffected by effect resistance. Unaffected by effect resistance is a whole ass sentence. but whether or not the attack hits will be moved to the help section. Yay. If artifact and exclusive tab lists will now be available, will now be automatically adjusted to the size based on your screen resolution. Great. An issue where the screen would go dark when the story would not progress during the 6th world. Okay, patch that bug finally. An issue where eliminating the episode 4 310 new steps do not count Cord Montmorency spell change will be fixed. Holy crap! They did it! They fixed one of the multiple specialty changes that are bricked. Now Smilegate, now go fix Auden, now go fix Ricorous, now go fix Mercedes. But at least you got Momo taken care of. Good God, it is taking them forever to fix the specialty changes that they broke. Wild to me. There you go, guys. That's it. That's all of it. That's everything coming our way. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. A lot's going to come out tonight. We will have a special podcast tonight. Special guest tonight will be, as always, I'm Sue riding in the second seat, and we're going to have Spacebar Char and waiting on a confirmation on a fourth, but it might just be the three of us tonight. We're going to go all these changes, talk about the World Cup, discuss the up and coming changes to Epic 7, and basically have a good time while we wait for Hwayoung to drop. So make sure you guys tune in tonight. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you guys have a great rest of your week. Take care, Epic 7.